Hello everyone, my name is Ciarra and welcome back to my channel. And please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are back again with another pick a card reading, and this one is going to be all about what you need to know for the month of March in regards to just general guidance, what you need to know about relationships, love. We got love messages in here. We got, messages about your work, prosperity. Sorry, still got a little bit of my cough going around here. So March is definitely going to be an interesting month. I definitely feel like we're going to get a little bit of the, the last bit of Mercury retrograde, the second shadow period. Also, fun stuff. The beginning of March is actually my birthday, and so happy birthday to me. Pisces, Aries season. Of course, I'm a Pisces, but we got the start of Aries season as well in March. So happy birthday to all the Aries out there as well. So with that said, let me go ahead and introduce you to the piles that we have here today. And I'm really happy to use these new stickers I got because I absolutely love them. But so for pile one, we have the clear quartz cluster here with this particular sticker. It's so cute. We have damn, sorry, with the coughing is just coming in. For pile two, we have smoky quartz with this particular sticker. It's just so fun. For pile three, we have this little rose quartz with this particular sticker. So pile four is leopard skin jasper with this one. And lastly, for pile five, we have infinity stone or light green serpentine, as it's also known as, and this gal here. So definitely take as much time as you need, meditate on the piles, use a pendulum, use your own body as a pendulum, whatever it is that you do to get connected to your specific guides, your higher self, your intuition, whatever it is. And again, if you're attracted to more than one of these piles, that is perfectly fine, because again, your personal message might be spread across more than one pile, because these are still general readings for the collective, and so it is not a personal reading. So not everything, not every card, not every message is going to resonate personally for your situation. And another huge part of how to just work any pick a card reading is to really put in your own intuition into things. Just because I say one thing and maybe your intuition says another thing, that is perfectly valid as well. Again, if you read more into a card than what I necessarily read into, that is perfectly fine as well. So again, this is partially, we're all our own oracle here. We're all working on our own gifts. So definitely trust that. So that's my little long-winded message here. So let's go ahead and get into the piles. All right, for those of you who picked pile one with this pretty girl sticker there, we're going to go put her there, or based off this clear quartz crystal, put that there. Let's go ahead and dive into your cards for the month of March. So for your major theme for the month of March from the tarot, we have the Emperor here. So for your major theme for the month of March, it's really going to be a lot about claiming your power. I feel like it's going to have a lot to do with whatever goals, whatever kind of mission that you're setting out to do, really sticks true to what it is you're trying to achieve. I feel like some of you are really in March, you're going to be working very hard on secret projects. It's like you have some big things in the works, and you're really keeping hush about it. But you're also being very strategic, I feel like, in knowing when to ask for the right kind of help, knowing how to delegate your own power, really, again, stepping into your power. There might be a big emphasis on you guys for the month of March in somebody who is a masculine. Also, this is definitely Aries energy, because the Emperor is related to the sign of Aries. So that makes a lot of sense for March. You're really going to be in this March energy. You're going to be really in the Aries energy, which is a lot of fire. It's aggression, it's passion, it's action. You might be feeling refreshed on some things, because again, I think you're going to get a lot of clarity about what it is you're meant to be working on for the month of March. What is your focus for the month of March? So let's go ahead and see what else we have from the tarot here. So we have the Hanged Man. Focus. We have the Hangman. We also have the Magician. And we have what I believe to be the Moon here. So this is a more fairly new tarot deck for me. And of course, I'm not the greatest always at remembering my Roman numerals, so don't hate me. But I'm just going to double check all of these. So yes, we definitely do have the Magician present here. Again, all of this is major arcana. So yeah, these are some big, March is for you guys is going to be a very big month. Again, I feel like the things that have been hanging in limbo, you're going to be taking better action towards those things. Again, you're getting clarity about the situation. You're getting inspired, I'm feeling. So again, the Magician, you're gathering your tools. You're putting everything together. The powers of transformation are at your command. You're transforming this situation and really claiming it. And then, of course, we have that Hangman, which, again, you're surrendering. Surrender to a time of inevitable change and learn its valuable lessons. So, again, the change that you guys are going through, that this transformative power that you're claiming and you're really controlling, you're not letting, that your fate is in your own hands. And so you're taking a lot of control about that here in the month of March. So with the Moon as well, that is, listening to your intuition and trust the shadowy side of your conscious. So follow your intuition. Know that your intuition is guiding you in the right way. Meditation is going to be important. Get quiet, get centered, but definitely don't be stagnant. This is not a stagnant month for you. It's about balance, and it's about action. It's about commanding the situation and really shedding some light on what it is you really want. I feel like anybody who has any ill intention towards you will not be able to affect this situation. So we also have Hot Spring here with return to the sacred. So again, this is like really healing. Maybe like the start of March, or at some point in March, you're going to have a very rejuvenating time period where you're kind of resting, where you're recovering your supply of energy. And then that's really going to set you up for a new beginning. You're going to be soaking in your environment a lot. So be aware of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, I feel like. Also, maybe some of you need to take better care of your skin. You need to cleanse yourself more. You may also need to be, what kind of vitamins are you taking? Maybe there's a certain kind of mineral that you're not getting enough of, and you need to kind of check that out and maybe either eat more of a certain kind of food or again, take some supplements of some sort. So the hot spring here, return to the sacred. To Native Americans, hot springs are sacred places for peace and healing. The creative energies that are at play whenever hot springs are found. Rain falls, sinks into the earth, and minerals dissolve. Heat filters impurities, and then a healing spring flows out. Hot springs remind us that some places and activities should always remain sacred and honored. Now is the time to return or restore the sacred in some area of your life. Honor your commitments. Make sure others honor theirs to you. Return to the basics of what is most sacred to you. Honor yourself and what you do, and eliminate that which does not do the same. So again, simplifying, getting back to basics, getting focused. We also have here, I pulled my Magic the Gathering cards again because it's just, I don't know, I like them. They're fun. So we have the Island here, and we have Artful Maneuver. So with this, if you've cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. Yeah, so I definitely feel like there's a lot here about getting more centered and more focused on your emotions. And again, what is it that you're really trying to go after? What is it you're focusing on? And again, I feel like things that maybe were trying to block you in the past, obstacles in your past, you're going to be able to maneuver around them in a much clearer way because you're more focused, you've had a time of introspection, of reflection. Maybe February was a little more difficult for you. Again, Mercury retrograde might be bringing up from the past, but instead of letting those things hold you back, you're really reevaluating them and you're getting a clearer mindset. Some of you, maybe even going near, again, places of water are going to be important for you. You also need to remember to keep your optimism up. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies, and even the hot spring card was mentioning, rain. So yeah, I feel like the whatever rainy period that you've had in whatever area of your life, it's removing itself. There's going to be clear skies, and you're going to be able to maneuver a lot better. So we also have here communicate clearly. So this is something you definitely need to keep in mind for the month of March. You need to make sure that you are communicating clearly to everybody around you. You're really keeping focused on what it is you need to say. I also feel like you need to have more fun. The situation requires very precise and careful communication. Don't assume that others involved understand what you want or need from them. Again, this is about taking charge of the Emperor energy and also the Magician, being very clear, very firm in what it is you need from the situation. And again, delegating, being a leader and communicating that very authentically and very outright to whoever's involved. In person, discussions are preferable, but if that's not possible, make sure that your communication method is very thorough. This card can indicate that there has been a miscommunication that is creating a challenge for the parties involved. By clearing up any misunderstandings, you can heal the situation so that everyone can start moving forward again. I feel like Mercury retrograde has probably been, again, bringing up things from the past as it does, and those things from the past have something to do with some kind of miscommunication that occurred. And so it's coming up now for you to finally clear it out so that you can get back to basics here. So for your relationship message here, and again, this is a relationship message in regards to any of your relationships. This isn't the romantic message here, although it could apply to that. This is just generally what you need to know for your relationships in the month of March. So we have Smithsonite, this interesting green crystal. So what this is talking about is essential meanings of rebirth from chaos, evolution, stress relief, emotional boost, clearing of obstacles to growth. So again, this is all resonating with the other cards here. Even like this Hangman, he's like in a cocoon, hatching from that rebirth, kind of moving out of that time of inner reflection and stagnation in a way, standstill, and coming out and bursting forth, I feel like, is what is happening for you guys. So specifically, the relationship message here is you are evolving and the confusion will lift as you breathe and listen to the message of Smithsonite spirit. Even when you are leading your partner in dance, there will be times when it seems you are stumbling backward or twirling through in the air and you feel unsure of where the ground is and whether you're about to fall. In every relationship, evolution is necessary at times, for circumstances always change. You must become the person you need so that intimacy and friendship can weather the inevitable storms that grow even stronger. Put one foot forward and twirl away without fear, for soon your gaze will meet your partner's and you will see eye to eye on what is most important. Then the next right step will become clear. So again, we have this emphasis on storm again. I feel like some of you in your relationships recently have gone through some storms, have had some fights, had some disagreements. You're not seeing eye to eye, but what you need to realize that I think you're going to become the bigger person here, and hopefully your other people in this relationship are also going to see this, is that you don't have to always see eye to eye. It's not about you guys having the same exact perspective and agreeing on everything. It's more about mutual respect, that even if you guys can't always see eye to eye in the same way, you can find a common ground so that you guys can work together in a positive way. So for your specifically your romance message, so this is the message in regards to your romantic connections. We have get to know each other. See? Learn to meet others' needs for love. So again, with the imagery here of like, Poseidon, the mermaids, whatever you want to consider them. And this is card 44. It's really tied to the emotions, and we even have islands coming through here again. I don't know what the significance is with that, but for you personally, whoever's watching this and connecting to this reading, but I feel like there is some sort of significance to it. But you guys have to get to know each other better. Even if you guys have been together for like years and years and years, everybody changes. Everybody goes through new things. And so take the time to consider and think about it as like, you're just meeting for the first time. So get to know each other now as you've grown into these new people, into these new beginnings, and find out, what's up. Learning how to meet each other's need for love. So learning to find, again, that common ground when you guys can see, at least mutually, kind of that eye-to-eye situation. Even though maybe you're both are going to have different needs for love, you're going to have different requirements, but you guys can find common grounds where you guys can compromise to meet each other's needs. Does that make sense? Hopefully. So, the need to feel loved and appreciated can motivate how you act in a relationship. Taking time to understand each other will help love to grow. Recognize your differences and don't try to control every aspect of what it is before you. Relationships are an influential energy in people's lives. You begin life in a relationship with your parents or caregivers. When you find someone who piques your interest, you may choose to get to know that person better. Expanding or bettering a connection may seem challenging. Everyone has positive and negative aspects in their personality. I'm also getting the message that some of you, especially with the Emperor energy, don't be too proud. Don't be too stubborn. Even though these leadership qualities are very good for you and it's a good thing in March, on the negative side, you could get too stubborn or too stuck in a certain situation. So you need to make sure that you have flexibility and kind of go with the flow too in ways. So anyway, back to what I was reading here. Work to take the good and bad in your stride as you get to know someone, as this will help strengthen a relationship. Don't gloss over the negatives or think you can change someone. Take time to talk and get to know each other and your individual quirks. Again, communication is key. A couple shares a special moment as they ride cocooned, look at that, in a vessel adorned with seashells. They travel through the air, and an island is seen far below them. Dolphins, I was picking up on this. Dolphins dance in the distance. The swan on the front of the vehicle symbolizes union and love. Learning about someone else takes time, an open heart, and trust. It's a journey worth taking. So that is your love message for the month of March. So again, a lot of imagery synchronicities here. So next up, as far as your prosperity and your career goes, we have, let me go ahead and move these kind of like this. Actually, no, sorry guys, I'm going to rearrange things because it bothers me. It's my semi OCD coming in. Whatever. Point is, for your prosperity message, career kind of related message, we have breathe with card 29. So again, you guys need to take a breath. I feel like you are very hard workers. And again, I feel like you're very, very passionate about whatever this project is that you're working on, but you need to remember to give yourself a break sometimes. It can't be all work or you're going to burn yourself out. You need to make sure that you set aside, especially in March, a specific day, a specific hour, whatever it is you need that is just you time, or it's just time for you and your partner, this person in your relationship sphere, to really just spend quality time together. And you can just have fun. You can just, again, breathe, I feel like. So essential meanings here: patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. So, You have worked long and hard. Your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one moving languidly, yet still progressing right now. In a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins this race. You will need to win. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. So we have that trusting the intuition coming through again. So again, that's what you guys really need to pay attention. Again, I always say that, sorry. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to speed through this. You can take your time. It's going to happen, so just trust. We also have here the crow, which this is totally going to be relating back to intuition, to your senses. So let's see specifically. This is card 7. I am Crow, the walker of worlds. I am sacred law. I am a siren of merging realities. I am the all-pervading cosmos and signal your future catching up with you. I am the order of space and time. I am the fabric of the unwoven. I am the soul's most lucid dream that signals your readiness to leap into the dark. You cannot run from your chosen path. You cannot deny cause and effect. I am the universal mind that seeks connections. I urge you to support your intentions and see them through. Make the effort to manifest and stop ignoring the role of your own mind. And you have the magician in your cards for the tarot. That is the master manifestor of the deck. So creation is a process, and the tangible always comes from nothing. You are shaping everything around you and orchestrating the unseen. Meld into the future and become what you have chosen. You are exploring the boundaries. You are finding the path. You are lucidity. You are Crow. So, yeah, focusing on the fact that you are in March able to manifest what it is you want. So again, you don't need to worry or panic about it because it's going to happen for you. So we also have here nurture. So the card here is nurture your inner child, supplies you with the innocent joy of living. I feel like this is part of this need to take a break a little bit, to have fun, connect to that inner child, and make sure that you find that enjoyment. Making sure that whatever it is that you're working towards, that you're finding, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness. It really connects you to that energy of your inner child. We also have here, catch me, which is trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. And look at that. She has crows coming out of her skirt, and you have the crow card. So there's another synchronicity right there. So with this particular card being here, let's see. This is card 13. So it is time to take a chance that others may see as very risky, but it is time for it, not now, when. On a mundane level, this beautiful card can indicate a person who takes what others may judge to be almost crazy risks. It may represent a person leaving a safe job, entering a new relationship wholeheartedly, making a move in life without having examined all the consequences. But she is not someone who is foolhardy. She sees no crazy risk because she is only acting in faith, and the path of courage and trust is the only path she can take. When she acts out of inner guidance, there is nothing to fear, and thus fears are not realized. Her feet, strong and bare, will leave the safety zone, and the healing path will be carried forward with her into the unknown adventure. She has transcended. So again, you guys need to just have trust in what it is you're going after. Take that risk, take that chance. Maybe you're making really big moves in your career. You're making a big career change to something that's more resonant to you because you've woken up to this fact. You're not going to stay in the same box that you were once in. So next up, we have dear with love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So yeah, I feel like love is going to be an important aspect to your March for sure. There's definitely an emphasis on relationships. I feel like some of you who really picked this pile, maybe a large group of you, have already been in relationships for a while. And this is about re-strengthening the relationship you already have, reconnecting. For those of you who are moving into new relationships, you're really going to take a risk on it. I feel like you're going to have faith. You're going to just leap into it and just put in 110%, because this is really what you want right now. It's this next step. It's really going to also, I feel like, shake up some things because you're coming to some realizations. So next up, we have, what is this card? This is card the Green Woman, and she is in the reverse. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what she's talking about in the reverse. You know, looking at the image itself, what I get from it, and this is what, card 23? You know, she has a playful trickster energy about her because she's the Green Woman. And, you know, if you know what the Green Man is, it makes sense. She has that wildness about her. So, because she represents wildness, natural magic, expectant gratitude, untrammeled creativity. So I feel like this is going to relate back to the Magician and maybe what's blocking the Magician for you guys, because it's that wild energy. It's claiming your natural magic and really using it. Again, claiming your Emperor energy as well. So in the reverse, when her energy is blocked, growth is stunted. That is kind of going back to that Hangman energy. Twisted, the energy of growth goes wiry, and we move in directions that are either dead ends or simply inappropriate for us. Or perhaps we try to shift from one extreme to another, between growth and stasis, which only yields twisted, stunted, and warped results. In its destructive mode, the energy of growth goes wild. Cancers, both physical and emotional, may result. Alternatively, there may be no growth at all. But in fairy, and in this world both, we must either grow or die. We cannot simply hold still. That's the Hangman energy. So yeah, for you guys for March, the Green Woman here is going to really, I'm just getting the sense of going to kick you in your ass. You have to take action. You need to claim your, you know, your untamable creativity, your wild natural magic, and really put the action into the magic. Whatever ideas you have, you need to put that energy into it. Maybe for some of you, it's like whatever side hustle you have, again, whatever it is that really connects to your soul, that's really, I feel like it's connected to your inner child. Whatever that thing is, you need to really put some more energy towards that, because that could really become something for you. And the last card we have here is Marie Masquerade, Glamour, Intrigue, and Drama, with card 14. So let's see what she has to say. This is a brand new deck for me, so I'm very curious to see what it's all about. So with her here, she is, there is gossip and intrigue around a person you admire and wish to be like in some way. This person has been of a true friend, and not the need, this person has need of a true friend and not the need of an admirer. This card can come up when you experience jealousy and envy for those you feel are undeservingly more successful and beloved than you are. The message is to focus on your own hard work and to create your own style. If you are the subject of such gossip, know you cannot control what is said about you. Live your life and move through this with grace. When Marie Masquerade comes up, there are some people around you who want to befriend another, but simply for the influence. It is not coming from the heart. And despite her beauty and success, anyone in Marie's position needs true friends. Look inside and see if you have attempted to network instead of befriend. Know the difference. Do not keep false friends, fair weather friends. Be true to your own vision as opposed to that what is currently fashionable and considered desirable. Create rather than following. So makes a lot of sense. And this was what I was kind of picking up on some of the cards, especially when I looked at the moon card here, because it's like I see this kind of like bug kind of below, kind of semi-hidden, and it just made me think of, for some of you, like there's a person around you who's kind of like this leech, or somebody who's trying to, again, kind of outmaneuver you or trying to block you in some way. It's potentially somebody maybe in your friend group, somebody who's just trying to use you for a purpose of getting ahead. Or maybe, again, you are doing that where it's like you're trying to use somebody else to try to get ahead. Whatever it is, you need to stop doing that, because you are not meant to be a follower. Again, you have that Emperor energy. So in March, you're meant to really find your own voice. Take a leap and break out of the crowd. Stand true in who you are authentically. Nurture yourself. Nurture your inner child. And don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing or what the trend is. Because who gives a fuck about the trends? There's a reason why they're called trends. They don't last forever. They're fleeting. What you are is something true, something stable, and something that can last forever if you claim who you are authentically. That's just what I'm getting here. So with that said, that is the reading here for what you need to know for March. So if this reading resonated, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down God damn it. Comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Feel free to, suggest any themes or topics that you would like me to cover in future videos. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'd definitely love to see you guys over there, because I'm always posting, art-related stuff, photographs, tarot stuff. So yeah, I'd love to see you guys join my fam over there. And of course, if you're interested in supporting this channel in any way, I got Ko-fi, I have Redbubble, I've got, Amazon wishlist. And of course, if you would like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is also down in the description. So with that said, I'm done with my long-winded endings and beginnings here. So see you guys in the next one. Alrighty. So for those of you who picked a pile 2 with this pretty girl sticker, and we're going to go ahead and keep her up there, and of course the smoky quartz, we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards for the month of March. So starting off with your major theme for the month of March, we have the Judgment card. So I feel like, I'm getting some specific messages right now. Again, don't judge yourself too harshly. Don't judge other people too harshly, for the month of March. Make sure to keep in your own lane, because again, you're going to go through you don't just assume you know what somebody's going through. I feel like Mercury retrograde for you guys has been probably a little bit more difficult, and there might have been a lot of people who came up in your path who were a little bit more aggressive in some ways. Or again, they just snapped unconditionally and you kind of were confused. I just saw 111, so that might be significant for some of you. But there's a lot of things happening under the surface that you're not seeing that other people are experiencing. And you need to not pass rash or harsh judgments off the bat. You need to make sure that you're seeing from their perspective, and vice versa. They need to be able to understand that from your own perspective as well. There's a lot here to do with transformation as well, rising up and starting something new. Again, I feel like the judgments and the ideas from other people are no longer going to affect you like how they used to. You're coming into a time where it's like you're seeing clearer. And this is like a second chance, I feel like, for some of you. There's a second chance in March, or you're giving somebody a second chance to prove themselves. You hold all the keys here to what could happen next. And so let's see what else we have going on here. So yeah, we have the 8 of Swords here. So some of you have definitely been feeling stuck in certain ways. Kind of trapped. You need to watch out for your own thinking. You need to stay out of your own way, I feel like. And there's something that's going to happen that's going to shake you up maybe a little bit. Not so much shaking you up, but like you're going to hear the call. You're going to hear the call and you're going to follow the call, and it's going to help bring you to some major prosperity coming your way with the Ace of Pentacles. There is a new something new starting here for you in March. And it's something that's going to be very long lasting, and it's going to really connect you to your own seat of power. You really need to make sure that you're claiming your feminine energy here with the Empress being present. She is going to bestow upon you a lot of fertility, maybe literally or metaphorically. You're going to have fertile ideas. This project that you want to grow, this sun, I'm even looking at this and it's making me think of an embryo kind of, is going to begin. It's really going to lead to something fantastic. You just have to, again, get out of your own way in a lot of ways. So the Empress, you rule your world with loving kindness and respect for nature's bounty. So yeah, you rule over this whole situation. Again, the keys are all in your ballpark. So nobody needs to tell you what to do. Nobody needs to affect your abundance in any way. I feel like you guys are very concerned about your abundance and what it is you're trying to grow. So let's see with these, with the Ace of Pentacles, that's also, a river of gold abundance flows toward you from an inexhaustible source. Seek your fortune. So your ideas, pay attention to them, because that's where your fortune is going to come from. And abundance is not just material abundance, although I feel like some of you are focused on that. Abundance is also in the way of emotional abundance. It's your passion, it's your creativity, it's other aspects of your life. So again, the Eight of Swords, you're in an impasse with no obvious way forward. Don't waste energy on a futile struggle. Stay calm and think it through. So yeah, clearing out your mind, making sure that you're not getting overwhelmed. You're not letting other people overwhelm you, because I feel like you have a very, very clear calling and you need to follow it now, especially in March. The sun is definitely going to be shining on you in a lot of ways. In fact, here we have Sunflower with happiness at hand. Yeah, your happiness is at hand. This is more than just, I feel like some of you maybe are focusing on like one area of your life, like, oh, my career, how you get like the dollar bills. But this is more than that. This is like bigger life events. This is your purpose. This is your destiny here. We also have here with Walnut in the reverse, which Walnut is transitions and initiation, and it's in the reverse. So we're going to see more about that. Let's go ahead and dive into these. So with the Sunflower, the sunflower always turns its face toward the sun as it moves across the sun from east to west. This process is called oh my God, my light just went out. Oh, let's fix that real quick. Okay, there we go. So where was I? So this process is called phototropism. Happiness is at hand, so keep your eyes on the higher light in all that you do. Your focus on the light and the spirit will bring increasing happiness and contentment into your life now. You and your endeavors are protected by lions and dragons. Step out and shine. You will succeed. Embrace the opportunities and experience the happiness and new birth that you have worked for. So, oh my God, new birth. Let me read that again. Embrace the opportunities and experience the happiness and new birth that you have worked for. And you literally have the Empress here and then that Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there is definitely new birth here. There's a new opportunity, and it's going to happen for you. So with the Walnut, let's see, the Walnut. Don't be such a nut. Nut. I don't know why it's just making me laugh. All right, Walnut. Nut. Okay, so in the reverse here, change is a constant in life, and if you resist, it will simply result in chaos and disruption. Situations will become more complicated. It can be a little scary to make big changes. So start small. Small changes serve as catalysts that set up future events so that the big changes are more productive and less traumatic for you. Do not worry if the changes you wish do not come as quickly as you desire. Things will happen in the time, manner, and means that is best for you, if you allow them. Do what you can and then let events unfold in their time. That definitely makes me think of that Eight of Pentacles, not the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords here. It was talking about, having patience and kind of, letting moving slowly, gently out of the sort of stuck energy that you're in. And even with the Ace of Pentacles, that takes patience, that takes time, because what you're growing, what you're manifesting here, it's worth the wait. It's worth the patience. And again, those changes and transitions are happening. And so you just need to be patient with yourself. Allow the growing pains to happen. So let's see. I also pulled my little Magic the Gathering cards here. So let's see what we have. So we have uncontrollable anger. So we have that. We also have chosen by Heliod. When chosen by Heliod enters the battlefield, draw a card. Training and studies aids a soldier in meager amounts. The gods do the rest. We also have Fire Friend here. So the next one who tells me to relax and curl up by a fire is dead. Interesting stuff coming up here. And then we have the Zulf Shade. Shades are drawn to places of power, often rooting themselves in a single area to feed. Interesting. So with these particular cards here, what am I getting here? So I definitely feel like some of you, again, don't fly off the handle, I feel like is the situation. Or don't let somebody else who is flying off the handle affect you. Stay rooted, stay strong in what it is you're doing. Don't fall into a trap that you're not, that you really are sensing ahead of time. Again, you just need to stay in your own seat of power, and don't let anybody else tell you what it is you're supposed to be doing. But also don't get, I feel like somebody might try to say like, hey, maybe you're overreacting in a situation, and maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe you are a little bit overreacting in the situation. You need to kind of curb the anger a little bit. Again, you need to take your time with what it is you're trying to grow, because it's going to have to. And there's a lot of, an element here, I feel like, of, the divine, what's fated will come to pass. You can't force, fate or the gods or the universe to move faster to appease you. That's not how it works, because everything happens in its own divine timing. Oh my God. We have dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. So yeah, whatever it is that you guys have been really yearning for, you definitely need to follow that yearning, but you need to be mighty patient with it, because we literally have the wait card here. So yeah, you guys have to wait a little bit. March is going to be about waiting and compromise and patience and thinking before you act, I feel like, is going to be a major portion of March. Think before you act. Think before you say something. Because, again, you don't know necessarily everything that's happening, and neither do the other people from the other end. So your situation is going to require a little patience. Your angels are not saying no, but they are saying not yet. Sometimes heaven needs a little extra time to make all the pieces fall perfectly into place. What you are asking for may have an effect on the lives of others. When that occurs, it can take additional preparation to make sure that everyone's needs are seen too. Be patient so that all who are involved can have the experience they're meant to have. So again, maybe this isn't just all about you. It's also about other people that are around you, and how your own destiny, your own dreams kind of affect what they're going through. And so again, it's just a matter of waiting for these pieces to finally align. So on that note, for your relationship messages for March, and again, these are not just romantic relationships, but all the relationships in your life. This is the general advice here. We have Mookite Jasper. Woohoo, I like Mookite Jasper. I have a piece of this. So with this card, its essential meanings are risk, adventure, new experiences, exploring unknown territory, claiming personal power. All relationships evolve. By healing old patterns that may have blocked you from experiencing relationships as deeply nourishing and joy-giving, you are also evolving. Do not look at the old maps of where you have been or talk about how things will always be the way they were in the past. The future is full of possibilities. Be here now in the present moment, drawing in the power of Mukite Jasper spirit to amplify your adventurous spirit. You are transforming in this moment, becoming the person you need to be to have the relationship you desire. You are called to banish fear as you sail forth into unfamiliar seas. You can trust yourself now, for you have learned so much. That is absolutely crazy because, again, follow your yearning for the deep blue sea, and look what's on this card. It's a ship. So some of you also pay attention to your dreams. That might be also important here in March. So for specifically your romance message, so this is in relation to what you need to know for your romantic relationships in March. We have, I love you. These are powerful words. So again, maybe before flying, I feel like there's a chance here of maybe saying harsh words or somebody saying harsh words to you. And instead, again, kind of stopping, waiting, considering your words and your actions before you do them, and choosing the more loving words here. So with I love you, I also feel like you need to really pay attention to clairaudient messages that you might be receiving in March, because you might be getting a lot of those. So whether you are addressing a pet, a friend, your partner, or yourself, these are the most important words you can say. Do not hold these words in. Giving them often and freely will not take their power away. Be ready and willing to say I love you. Recall the last time you expressed love for yourself. Do you love who you are? Do you avoid thinking about how you feel about yourself? Expressions of love are powerful for anyone to receive, including you. Take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible person you are. Declare, I love you. Let the love emanate from you out into the world. A golden-hued angel clasps her hands over her heart and gazes into the heavens. She is a reminder that angels do watch over you. If you're not in a loving space, the angels can help by saturating you with unconditional love. The golden color of the angel could denote the sacral chakra. This is the chakra of friendships, feelings, emotions, and identity. Clear and balance your sacral chakra. So that's pretty significant. Especially considering all the orange that we have over here. The sacral chakra is also related to, sensuality, sexuality, creativity. So those might also be aspects. They're very Empress kind of energies as well. And what I find really interesting about this card, and a lot of it had to do with saying I love you to yourself, caring for yourself, loving yourself. So whether or not you guys, I feel like maybe for a lot of you who picked this pile, you're not in a romantic relationship right now. I also just saw 555, so that might be significant for some of you. Again, a lot of change is happening for you guys, which comes with its own conflicts, especially if you're resisting it, which I feel like a lot of you are resisting the change that you're going through. So again, regardless if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, this period right now in March is really about you. It's about this transition, this change you're going through, and making sure that you're saying more loving words to you. You're caring for yourself more. So let's go ahead and see what's happening on your prosperity front, what's happening for, kind of your career in that regards. And we have Thinker. We have card 44. So you guys are doing a lot of thinking. You're making some changes. You're considering changing some things. I definitely feel like you can't get the kind of prosperity you want without making some changes, or at least adapting to the changes you're going through. Stop fighting against them. So the essential meanings here are strategy, being analytical and logical. So calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friend now, so get out your journal. Write down what you are going to do today to signal to the universe that you are serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember, your most effective strategy. strategic partner is spirit. You will win this game and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve prosperity-wise for yourself in career, in whatever area of your life, you really need to have a clear and concise plan, and you need to write it out, plan it out, how you're going to do it. Again, you can have the most wild, crazy idea or goal, dream in your mind. If you can put a practical plan and strategy towards it, it's no longer just a dream. It's no longer just this crazy idea. Now it can become a reality because you know the steps to get there. And that might be what you guys really need to do. You maybe are a group who can't really, maybe you've been trying to fly from like the seat of your pants, but you really can't do that. You have to have a plan. You have to have steps. So next up, we have Waxwing. So let's go ahead and see what the message is here for you guys from Waxwing. So this is card 37. With this card, it's saying, I am Waxwing, the balancing of give and take. I am what you reveal and what you hide behind. I am intoxicated with the sweetness of life. I am the ritual of ceremony giving. I am courtesy and the generosity of sharing the good life. I am the importance of knowing what roles you play. Be aware of what you are presenting. Be mindful of the mask you live by. I am the wisdom to shape and shatter facets. I am the abundance of heart to present my joy to others. There is a great strength in letting the world know who you are. I am reciprocating. You are joyful, indulgence. You are unmasked. You are Waxwing. So again, this is about clearing off the mask, really showing your authentic self, who you are, again, in your seat of power with that Empress. I also feel like this is about, again, that first step, but instead of just reacting, stop and consider what it is, how you're reacting could affect the other person, or how it's really going to affect you later on. I feel like, again, you just need to be really careful with your actions and your words in March, because you might say or do something that you're really going to regret later. Because you don't see in the moment how it's really going to affect somebody else or how it's going to affect you. So instead, coming from a loving place, come from a place of generosity, and even if somebody's pissing you the fuck off, kind of stop and think, how can I help them? Because they clearly don't know better. I even just went through an experience where when I'm doing this reading right now earlier today, where that kind of happened. And instead of just kind of too much flying off the handle, even though I was pissed off as hell, I tried to, kind of let the other person know, like, hey, what you did isn't right. And this is what you need to kind of think about next time, in a way that was hopefully, in a way that was not just like attacking them. You know what I mean? Moving on. We have protection. So create a sacred space to keep uninvited energy out. So again, this is also protecting yourself from people who might be doing that towards you. So again, clear out your space. You really need to get centered, I feel like, and you really need to spend some more time in your own energy and really clearing out that. So we also have here Dragon's Pet. Communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, guardianship. So this is an interesting card here. So let's see what it has to say. Card 42. So with this, it is all about, you have watchdog energy around you. A pet animal or plant ally is really relaying information to you. Please tune in and listen to what is being shared with you. You will know when energy is changing around the borders of what is called your home or land. In time to take positive and perfect action. A dog may bark at a person or being it does not trust, for example. A plant may wither after a certain being has visited. All of these are strong messages from your companions and allies, and the fairies communicate with them all the time. If you wish to connect with the fae, your companions are one of the first sources you may turn to deepen and strengthen that connection, for they already have it and are already sharing those messages with you. Boundaries, receptivity, messages from the animal or magical world are flying between you and the fae. I feel like this is related to that protection message. So again, be very mindful of who you're letting into your energy space, and pay attention if you do have pets, or if you keep plants, or even if you just have them around your home or wherever it is you live, maybe somebody else's pet, maybe a neighbor's pet. Really pay attention to how they react to certain situations that you are around them in, because that's going to give you a lot of messages and a lot of guidance. It's going to help you in protecting your own energy, both from other sources and even from yourself. So speaking of that, maybe one of the animals that you should particularly pay attention to is the squirrel, with always prepared. So you are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. So again, there's that message of, make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. You really, really need to have a plan. You really need to have a strategy right now for March. Whenever it is that you're watching this video, if March has passed or not, the message still can apply, but definitely be making a plan. So next up, we have Sylvanus, card 34 in the reverse. So again, the imagery itself has that mask. So again, I feel like this is unmasking a part of yourself. There's an emphasis on that right now. So it's card 34. Let's see. So with this particular card, it's all about truth cutting through deception and clarity. So in the reverse, Sylvanus Condrum and the Fairy of Aspiration have ganged up on you. They are creating cracks in your ideas about yourself so that the light of truth may shine in. Mirrors jump out at us with unexpected reflections. The trick is learning to distinguish the distorted reflections of others' masks of untruth from the clear reflection of the mask of truth. Beware of the reflections that others cast upon you, and look within for your own truth. Whatever someone says, "Oh, you are so," stop and ask yourself, is this really true? It might just be their stuff, their projections that have nothing to do with you at all. So again, that's what I've been feeling off this kind of this reading this whole entire time for this pile, is like there's this weird thing about how other people are reacting to you, or how you're reacting to people, how you're reacting to yourself. And again, it has a lot to do with this truth, this mask of truth, or the untruth, and really deciding which mask are you going to wear. Are you going to wear somebody else's mask, or are you going to, you are wearing your own mask, but maybe you need to remove it and really show what's underneath. So again, if somebody's trying to say, "Oh, you're so," then maybe you need to stop and figure out, why they're saying that. And again, is that something they're just projecting on you? So last card that we have here is card 16 with Angel de los Muertos. So transitions to the spirit realm. So again, throughout this whole entire reading, there's been a lot about transitions. Again, it's that rebirth kind of energy, that Pluto energy coming through with Judgment for your overall theme. It's the overall theme for this reading even. So with this particular card, it is all about the Angel of de los Muertos appears in a reading, signifies that you must not delay activating this lifetime's purpose. Her message is not only for those who have passed, but of the truth that you can activate your new life while you are still alive. It is no longer necessary to pass to create the life contract, to recreate the life contract and purpose you have. Do not wish to leave in order to start anew. Believe that this life is a constant process of creation and that you are at a point where you can end a pattern without ending this life. Energy is changing, and death is no longer the greatest reshaper. She comes to visit you now, so the fear of morality passes so that you can understand. You can begin to rebirth yourself into a new life now. So, with this particular card and the message that I'm getting from it, and again, this is only going to apply to maybe a handful of you, maybe even just to one of you who's watching this video. I feel like some of you have recently or in the past, maybe it's even something that comes and goes as it is, where you have had suicidal thoughts. And if you have, make sure that you are reaching out to the appropriate resources to help you with that, because you don't have to be alone in that, in that thinking. And I think this whole reading, if it's resonating on that level, and that is something that you have experienced, this is a big reminder here that a part of it, especially if you feel like it's something that has to do with your own identity or your own life and like the path that you've been on, you don't need to kind of just throw it away. You can transform it. You can make that change, and it's in your power. Maybe some other people around you have made you feel like you're worthless, or that, again, you're so this, so it's like you can't achieve what it is you want. But no, your dreams are within reach. Your happiness is at hand. You just need to stick with it. Again, for some of you, if it's not on that end, again, this is just about you are going through an energetic rebirth and things are changing. And so don't resist that change. Go for it, because it's going to completely realign your life here. Again, protect your energy from negative people. Even protect your energy from your own negative influence. Like some of you might be dealing, I feel like, with kind of like an inner demon of sort. Maybe even like kind of like that shade that's kind of waits and lurks inside you, that kind of pops up to try to fuck with you when you're just about to achieve something great for yourself. So that is, I know that's this particular pile is kind of ending on a little bit of a heavier note, but I think it's in the positive. It's to encourage you. It's to renew your hope and to let you know that you're not alone and that you can do this and that it is all within your reach. It's just a matter of, again, shedding off the untruths and finding your own truth, telling yourself that you love yourself. The universe loves you. Your angels are definitely here. You guys are a particular group that I definitely feel like have a strong guardian angel that is watching out for you, and they are trying to help you. They want to let you know that you're not alone and you can do this. So, and again, if you do with this particular card relate to any of those feelings, you have any of those thoughts, make sure that you do reach out and you find the appropriate resources for yourself that you can rely on. Because again, you don't need to be alone in that process. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing for this particular pile. If this resonated, please do, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to come over and join my Instagram, feel free. I'm always posting different stuff on there, art, photos, tarot stuff. I'm always active in my stories. If you'd like to send me a DM and talk to me, that is perfectly fine as well. I'm always replying to messages and meeting you guys. You guys are a fascinating group of people. So, and again, if you'd like to help and support the channel in any other way, there's my Amazon wish list. There is, my Ko-fi, my Redbubble, all that stuff. And of course, if you would like to book a personal reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, that info is all going to be down in the description. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for those of you who picked pile 3, yes, pile 3 with the rose quartz stones, go ahead and set that over there. And this sticker here, let's go ahead and jump into your reading for what you need to know for March. And so your overall theme for the month of March is going to be the Fool here. So I definitely feel like for you guys, March is going to be a lot about taking risks, having fun, kind of embracing that childlike energy. just going with the flow, not, it's all about that leap of faith, just taking a chance on something and seeing where it leads you. For your additional tarot here, we have the Two of Wands. We also have the Five of Cups, and we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, I definitely feel like some of you have been going through maybe some difficult situations as of late, or in the last few months, where it was like you were maybe overworking yourself, or you had your guard up because there was maybe some issues in relationships. I feel like something that really maybe it was just reflecting on elements of the past that kind of made you feel bad, made you feel sad or depressed or something like that. And because of that, you kind of put up your walls. But I feel like with, again, the Fool energy and the Two of Wands, you're really needing to make a decision here in March of moving away from that and realizing you still have more opportunities. You learned a lot from whatever those experiences were. And again, you're taking a leap. You're releasing what no longer serves you in that regard. So we also have here Summer with Bring to Fruition. So maybe this has something to do with something you're trying to manifest for summer. So Sunshine, Shine Forth in the reverse. So let's go ahead and see about these two. Yeah, I definitely feel like summer is going to be an important month for you. How you kind of work here in your spring is all to set up for something that's going to occur in the summer. Maybe you're even making some summer plans. You're making decisions about where it is you want to go, where it is you want to travel to. Or again, this is kind of a message that you need to start thinking about where it is you would like to travel. If there's some place you've always wanted to go, this is the message, I feel like, to let you know that you just need to do it. You just need to go make the plans and put the action in and just, again, kind of take that leap of faith and just go for it. With the Summer card, it has its own unique qualities and has come up upon us so with new possible opportunities. Seeds come to fruition in the summer, ripening for the yearly harvest that will come again in the fall. Your efforts since the previous autumn are about to be fulfilled and consummated. Take the time to enjoy and savor them. Now is the time to focus on the best ways to help things grow and become stronger. Your work, your life, and your relationships are reaching a new maturity. So, and then of course we have the Sunshine in the reverse here. So with that message of shine forth. So be careful about becoming distracted from your purpose. Phenomena are not as important as the spiritual lessons behind them. The spiritual quest cannot be fulfilled by mere clairvoyance. What is psychic is not always spiritual. What is occult/metaphysical is not always uplifting. And what is appealing is not always beneficial. Be discriminating. Just because something shines and has power does not mean it's something that is true. A finger pointed at the sun is not the same as the sun. Wow. I feel like that's a message that some of you are really, I don't know, like, I feel like you're easily getting distracted and confused from your actual mission by kind of questioning it too much. Like, you're second guessing your own intuition. You're relying too much on sort of I feel like every now and again this kind of pile comes up with this energy where it's like kind of a group where maybe you were watching too many pick-a-cards, even though you're watching this one right now. And a lot of it is because you're not following your own intuitive guidance. And so it's like you're kind of looking for outside source to validate what it is you're feeling, but really you just need to trust the feeling you have. Again, I feel like there's something here about not looking just at mere appearances, or it's like you're seeing one thing thinking it's the right thing, but really it's something else. It's like you're kind of missing the mark here on something. So let's see what else we have here. We have, so 100-handed one. I brought these out again for this reading. Let's see. As long as a 100-handed one is monstrous, it has reach and can block any additional 99 creatures each combat. And we have the plane. So yeah, I feel like, again, like you're seeing something that's not you're only seeing the bits and the pieces of the bigger picture, and you kind of need to step back and, be vigilant about what it is you're really looking at, because there might be more to the situation than you realize. I also feel like, again, I really am getting the summer vibes here. Like, you really need to go outside more, especially in the summer where it's warm. You need to get more sunlight. There's something about that's important for you guys. Let's see. You need to start on making plans in March. I definitely feel like you need to plan for a trip. So we also have reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. So yeah, again, you guys have been doing a lot, or you need to be doing a lot of reflection right now, and really deciding, what is it you've always wanted to do? Just do it. Stop sort of talking about it, thinking about it, and just make the plans into action. So we have peaceful resolution. So again, whatever it is that has been bothering you in the recent past, let's had your guards up. There's going to be a resolution of some sort to the situation. Especially here, it's so crazy when I open right up to it in the booklet. The challenges you're inquiring about are going to come to an end. Conflict will cease and soon be replaced with harmony. There will be a sense of peace shared by all, even if some only agree to disagree. Disagreements will be resolved in your favor. This includes struggles with employers, legal battles, arbitration, and even strife among family or friends. Be forgiving and understanding with those who may have been in error. Allow peace to come with grace and dignity for everyone. So yeah, maybe some people who were, I'm definitely getting a sense of maybe like friends that you've had disagreements with. It could be, romantic in nature, but I feel like this is more just other connections. But let's go ahead and see what your relationship message, and again, these are any kind of relationships for March. And we have lapis lazuli. So again, more communication. And let's see. Spiritual truth, enlightenment, meditation, unity, consciousness, inner vision. So all of us arose from the same liquid soup of potential when the earth began to take form. And you, like everyone, are made of the stuff of stars. You are intermingled within the creation of all life. And Lapis Lazuli Spirit is here to remind you that you are never alone. And you don't have to figure out this life stuff by yourself. Lapis Lazuli Spirit can help you learn through relationships with others and through tapping into the universe for higher wisdom and insights about those experiences. Sometimes it takes being around people with a different perspective to start to better understand yourself and what you most deeply value. Is someone in your life today gifting you with a new perspective and insights that can help you on your healing path? Look around, for the conscious universe wants you to experience enlightenment, not to be in the dark, repeating the same old patterns. Often, change agents are sent your way to encourage you to make that shift you promised yourself you would make. Open up to the idea that allies can come in forms you might not have expected. So I feel like in March, you're going to meet some unexpected people or be in communication with somebody that's going to really kind of, I feel like, going to help with this push of like making you do the thing that it is that you've been thinking about. Come to this resolution and kind of let go of whatever kind of this, the sorrow kind of that maybe you're holding on to. Maybe like, again, maybe feelings about not coming to resolution or not following your dreams, and finally, letting go of that and just doing it. So for your romance message for March, we have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. So I feel like, some of you could be in relationships, but I feel like others of you maybe more strongly are coming through that you're not in relationships and you've had a lot of bad luck in relationships in the recent past. And I feel like maybe some of you also need to come to resolution about your own sexuality. And what I mean by that is what it is you really are into and being kind of more honest about that. Again, having faith that you're going to find the right situations and the right people that are going to accept you for you, no matter what that is. So when we honestly believe that things will work out, our faith will confidently see us through. The angels are with you, and the divine support is something you can have complete faith in. Simple truths will give you the answers you are looking for. Love is an act of faith. It can be challenging to move forward when you aren't sure what the outcome will be. Stay present with whatever is in front of you right now. Your competence and ability may provide the calm and confidence you need to keep going. You may have doubts or fear when you take a step forward or make a decision decision, but faith gives you the courage to continue. Even setbacks can impart valuable knowledge and experience and positives. A fairy holds onto ribbons attached to a multitude of butterflies and is hoisted into the air. Butterflies usually signify a transformation is taking place. They can also be a symbol of your soul, or the essence of who you are. Just as the fairy safely and confidently floats over the expansive landscape below, you will move calmly through the situation at hand. Remember, a little faith is all you need right now. So again, I feel like that's that leap of faith. It's having the faith that you are going to be protected in whatever direction you're going in, whether it's romantic or, again, I feel like a lot of this has to do with your own personal growth. And this is a process that's not going to just happen all in March. It's starting in March if you make the proactive move to set it up in March, and it's going to follow through the summer and come to fruition. So as far as your prosperity message for the month of March, we have building blocks. So again, you're setting down foundations for things that are going to be set you up for in the long run. So strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. So you have everything you need to turn iron into gold in the chemical process of creating the prosperous life you desire. Now is the time to build on the strong foundation you have already laid for prosperity. Keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with the sparkling energy of your intentions. Own your dream and remember that you always have more than enough and you always are enough. So abundance is ever present. Your creativity is divinely inspired and the design for your life is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. So again, whatever your dream is, I feel like you have all the right foundations for it. It's just a matter of that faith, of that belief that you can take the leap and actually go after it. And that's really what you need to do here in March. So got my tea now. So for your next card here for March, we have Owl. So again, wisdom. And it's interesting because, this summer card was bringing up autumn, what you've been working on from autumn and what will come next autumn, and we have that imagery coming out here. So I feel like this is also a message of, again, following your own intuition, not necessarily relying so much on somebody else's interpretation of what it is that you're doing. While there is value in, pick cards, getting other people to read you, sometimes the best advice comes from within you. So Owl here. I'm Owl. I'm the silence of the night. I'm the arrival of mysterious things. I'm the revealer of hidden tracks beneath the snow and ghosts within the psyche. I am the unsettling of darkness. I'm the goddess of death. At times you cannot see me, but I permeate all worlds. My hunting grounds are the soul. You are a skilled listener. You are a well-seasoned traveler of realities. I feel like some of you maybe are astral travelers or you're going to be working on that more. I just saw 333 too when I said that, so that might be confirmation for somebody. I have been watching your movements and tracking your steps. You're beginning to see beyond the veil and crack the illusions of night. But you must be vigilant, and I brought up that vigilance before. And watch your step in the blackness. Take the quiet road and guard your inner world with determined purpose. There is a vast trove of power that will guide you well as you soar into the cosmos. But before you boast of your new winged ally, realize that I am no bringer of easy roads. My path is lonely and requires retreat into the forest of the mind. This is where all awareness begins and where all experience comes to fulfill its purpose. So again, so much of this is about fulfilling your purpose. You are a sober night vision. You are a master of the shadows. You are at ease in solitude. You are Owl. And this is a path that you have to go alone. That might be why I feel like some of you are having conflict in relationships because you're about to go through this major transformation, kind of like a death moment, and other people may not be so accepting of what it is you're headed towards, or maybe so accepting of when you reveal certain aspects of who your true self is, they're not going to be so receptive to that. And you know what? That's their problem. It's not yours. You should not hold back who you are just to make somebody else feel more comfortable with themselves. Okay. So next up, we have, look at, what was I just saying? We literally have banishment, and you had lapis lazuli, which is an Archangel Michael stone. And he's all about cutting ties, getting rid of what's no longer needed. And we have this. You have the power to banish negative energy and unwanted problems. So again, that peaceful resolution is coming, especially when you claim your own power and you just banish it from your life and you just, again, move in your own direction. So again, and I feel like a lot of you have been having issues in the love situation because we have the fairy lovers, which is new love, courtship, romance, falling in love in the reverse. So I feel like that's been a bit of a challenge for you as of late. So let's go ahead and see. So with this card in the reverse, resisting what is meant to be, being blocked in terms of your fairies and their guidance on romance, being unable to accept the possibility of love, loss of belief in new or true love, and a feeling of creeping cynicism. That's what I was getting, that some of you have kind of lost faith in that you can find somebody who's a right match for you. A kind of rust in the soul. You may need to work on releasements in your cellular memory, past lives or auric field, and examine why you would wish to choose to give a past experience or partner the power to shape your present or even future. That's that 5 of Cups. Reflecting too much on the past. And we even had a reflection card in here. So what is it that you wish for? Be open to this possibility of new love, and the blocks you have developed to self-protect will begin to be dissolved. That's the 9 of Wands as well. Honor yourself and accept nothing less than your heart's desire. There may be a tendency when you receive this card in a reading to protect your feelings, to allow yourself to open up only as much as you feel safe. This indicates you fear that the overwhelming nature and power of love will diminish you, but love truly, this power can only make you more. The harm with love comes only when we give our power away to another. Your fear will not manifest unless you give away that power. If you wish to feel your own heart's potential, admit your feelings to yourself without editing or judging them, and know that you can let them go whenever you wish to. The fairies passionately want you to know that the love is a pure and powerful energy that is your birthright. Do not wall yourself off from this extraordinary transformative bliss of the mind, body, and soul. You will grow when you open your heart, and you will be stronger, more beautiful, and more in touch with the sacred as a result of it. So yeah, I was definitely getting, that's already kind of what I've been referencing here. Like there's an issue of not opening up more, not trusting yourself not more. And again, having that faith that just because you've had bad experiences in the past, a lot of it is stemming from something internally that you have been avoiding admitting about yourself, or what it is you truly desire, what is it you truly need, and kind of going more with what I feel like other people are determining is supposed to be right for you, or like peer pressure or something like that. Like maybe some of you don't even want a new relationship. Some of you do, and it is on the horizon for you. There is new love possible for you. You have to, release some of the stuff that's blocking you, the walls that you have up. Others of you, I feel like, again, there's something about maybe your sexuality that you need to come out about and accept more just for yourself. Others of you, it may be more of a situation where it's like you have no interest at all in relationships, and that's perfectly fine. Just because maybe you're in a cultural situation where it's like you're at a certain age, and so it's expected of you to have certain relationships or to get married or whatever, or some of you maybe are feeling pressured to be more sexually active than really what you feel. And again, don't feel bad about any of those things. You have that right to whatever it is that your feelings are, and you need to go with that. You don't need to be pressured into feeling like you have to follow a path that's not actually meant for you, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So next up, we have Loon with intuitive. Listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So yeah, literally all of these things are things I've already brought up. So again, you guys are super intuitive. You need to trust your intuition more and listen more to it more than, again, even though you're watching a pick a card right now and getting this message, you maybe need to lay off a little bit on the pick a cards. Also, it's like we've had that mention of solitude a couple times. So again, some of you need to just spend more time with yourself, more time in contemplation, learning more about yourself and what it is you truly desire at this point, and being okay with that. Again, some of you, I'm getting the sense that maybe some of you who picked this pile are maybe like on the like asexual spectrum. And so right now, and again, just because you're asexual doesn't mean that you don't want relationships, because it just depends on, again, where you fall on that spectrum. But I feel like, again, some of you are needing to spend more time alone. If some of you are already in relationships, maybe there's some issue right now about you and your partner are on kind of different wavelengths. You're moving on different paths, and it's like you're about to do something kind of different. Again, you're going to take that leap towards your dreams, as you should be, or coming out about something that you want, and maybe your other partner is going to have there's going to be some friction there. There's going to be some tension. There's going to be maybe some disagreements. There's going to be some conflict. And maybe the best kind of way to deal with it in this case is kind of you not getting too fired up about the situation, just kind of finding the right way of saying it, I feel like, is a big portion of here. Like, I feel like some of you guys are a group where it's like, again, all of this might resonate differently for everybody, but I feel like some of you have a tendency to kind of just say things and then not really realize what you're saying, or like you kind of say things and it's not exactly what you're trying to communicate, but then other people take it kind of in a weird way. So again, maybe that time to reflect and kind of get away into solitude to kind of work more on how you communicate with yourself and think about how you communicate to others is going to be important here. So next up, we have, from the fairies, we have card 26. Oh, that gnome. Oh, that gnome in the reverse. So, oh, that gnome is a very, because I have encountered this card before. You know, it's a kind of a trickstery, kind of fun energy where it's kind of going to mess with you. I'm not 100% about it in the reverse, though. So I'm very curious to see what it has to say. So let's see. Yeah, trickster, creative chaos, wild gifts, breaking habits and patterns. So in the reverse here, in a way, a trickster is always reversed, and sometimes even perverse. Sometimes the reverse is even reversed into other dimensions. Standing on his head, that gnome could be saying, "Be careful, there is trickery going on," or "He who hesitates is lost," or "Play it safe," or "Fools rush in where angels fear to tread." But this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because sometimes fools accomplish things that angels thought impossible. Or, complete honesty may not be the best policy, but lying is definitely not the best policy. Or, discretion is the better part of valor. But which, you ask, is the real answer? Oh, you want that kind of answer. A neat one in a box. I'm sorry, but that gnome doesn't do those kind of answers. He's just here to shake you up, jolt loose some preconceptions, help you see yourself and your situations as it really is, and aid you in finding a new and unorthodox response. That's all. I fucking love this card. No matter what, I always love this card when it comes up. I don't know. I have a lot of like inside jokes about gnomes in regards to myself, so maybe that's just why I like this card so much, even in the reverse. It's kind of just like, it was kind of that other earlier message I was talking about, where it's like you're not really seeing something clearly, and so it's like the gnome is kind of here to present this kind of like, which one is it? And putting you on the spot to figure it out, because again, you're the only one who can figure it out. So, you know, what is the real answer? What kind of answer do you want? You're not going to get an easy answer is the answer here. It's like you have to do the work to get the answer you want, because that's the only way you're going to learn. Such an interesting card. I love it. I don't know, it just makes me smile. Anyway, so for the last card for your reading here for March, we have the three witchy sisters, the power of three. So now I'm kind of curious, do some of you have sisters? Because maybe that's part of the issue. Maybe you feel like you stand out too much from your family, that you're kind of a black sheep. But the message here, something that has just happened will happen twice, then 3 times. Something that has already happened twice will happen 1 more time. And something that has happened 3 times is now complete, finished, farewelled finally by the 3 who are in charge of these strands of fate that repeat in 3s till the lesson is learned. See? So again, whatever it is that's been occurring for you, and I feel like it's so interesting that's talking about this. So any pattern like that, you're going to know, for you who's watching this, I feel like you are going to know what lesson, what thing has kept repeating, and you're going to know how many times that is, and that's going to tell you whether or not you learn from it and how many times you have to go through that same experience again. I feel like for a lot of you though, you've already had that 3 times. Then recently has been the last one because of the 5 of Cups. Because in the 5 of Cups, it's 3 cups that are spilled over and 2 left standing. So I feel like whatever specific lesson, this specific lesson, we always have lots of lessons to learn, but this specific one, you guys have gone through multiple times now. And either this is the 3rd and final time, or you just went through both of these. So, and then you're going to have a new set of lessons to learn, okay? Because it's always going to come around. But this is an important lesson to get you on the next path, in the next movement that you have. So, with that said, that is everything I'm seeing for this particular pile. If this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel anyway, there's going to be links to my Amazon wish list, my Redbubble, Ko-fi, Instagram. I definitely would love to see you guys over there because I'm always doing, art and tarot related stuff. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is going to be down in the description. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. For those of you who picked a pile 4 with this particular sticker, got her there, and the leopard skin jasper, let's go ahead and dive into your cards for what it is you need to know for the month of March. Oops, and cards are trying to escape. Skip it. So for your overall theme for the month of March, we have the Justice card. So March for you guys is going to be a big karma month. There's a lot that you need to balance out. There's a lot of stuff you need to work through. Again, things that you've done in the past may have a tendency to try to come back up, to mess with you, to test you, to see if you've actually gone through and learned your lesson the first time around. Treat others how you'd want to be treated. Make sure that you're staying in a positive mindset, or else that if you're in a negative mindset, it's just going to come back to bite you in the ass. I feel like a lot of this is a very testing month for you. There might be other people that you really need to clear out karma with. So again, because also we're dealing with Mercury retrograde, there might be a lot of people from your past or even past life connections that come up, like people that you just know that you've known before. And that's both in the positive and the negative, I feel like. So you just need to be prepared for that. You need to make sure that you stay strong into your own integrity and your own strength and your truth. Don't be swayed in any other direction. Oh my God, it's so crazy. What else we have here? Because you also have the Judgment card. So yeah, I feel like you're majorly going to be tested here in March. There's a lot coming up from the past, but it's going to really help you with rebirth, if transformation. Yeah, because there's something in the works happening. There's something that you're trying to achieve, that you're ready to grow and bring to fruition, into completion. But there's just a few more things that you need to clear out before you can get there. I feel like this is a really beautiful energy here. It's really, really hopeful. I'm just getting a really strong, good energy there. And really kind of I'm going to say this in this way, and it might sound kind of weird, but washing away the sins of the past and kind of coming through refreshed and cleared because you're following your own personal call. Yeah. And this has a lot to do with the connections around you, friends, family, lovers, whatever it is. It's these people, finding the ones that are no longer resonant to you and releasing them, and coming into a time where it's you're going to meet people who are your soul tribe, you have these strong past life connections for in the positive, because there might be a lot of karmic people that you're dealing with, both in the positive and the negative. And it's time for you to kind of identify those and see how those kind of relationships have made you grow, what has held you back. I feel like some of you might have dealt with this kind of empty feeling inside for quite a long while. But again, I feel like there's going to be, pay attention to clairaudient messages that you receive. So music, just random sounds, because I feel like you're going to get a lot of messages from your angels from there. And this sort of empty feeling is going to be filled. There's something coming to fruition and new connections are going to be made. We also have the violets here. So the message here is about keeping things simple. Let me go ahead and just rearrange these real quick. All right. So violet with keep things simple. So wild violets are early spring flowers that have a tremendous amount of lore surrounding them. Violet often sends out runners to produce new plants. This is part of its message. Keep things simple and add new growth based on the old growth. This is what will create new opportunities and true success for you now. Keep things simple and keep stretching out a little at a time. Plenty of opportunities are about, and as long as we keep things simple, we can take advantage as many of them as possible. You've laid a good root system, now build upon it. So again, I feel like that is sort of the karmic work that you've done, the lessons you've learned. You have a good foundation. Just keep it simple and keep adding to it. Keep the process going and you will be successful. You're sending out those roots, those messages, and it's really going to help bring about something fantastic for you. So we have the Mountain. We also have the Goblin King, which it actually specifically says something about, they're unblockable as long as defending player controls a mountain. So this is all about, I feel like already, we also have Steadfast Cather. The most resolute soldiers will press forward in the face of overwhelming odds. That's what I feel like you guys are going through. It's like, but you have these overwhelming odds and sort of fate is again pushing against you to see just how much you want it. How much are you going to take control of the situation? I feel like you are the king of your castle of this land and that you can bring it to fruition in the way that you want to. And this is something that you have been working on from lifetimes. You have a long life lineage that has to do with this goal that you have in mind, this karmic that you're looking for. Protection. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaid tears have been known to create these precious gems, which is so crazy because aquamarine is the birthstone for the month of March. Hey. So yeah, maybe work with some aquamarine and again, protect your energy, hold up that shield and stay firm to what it is that you're going after. Because again, that call is happening. That strike of inspiration is going to happen because we have look for a sign. There's going to be some really clear messages and synchronicities that are going to come through. And again, I feel like some of them are going to be clairaudient. That is really going to help you here. Your angels have a very special and specific answer to your question. You can expect to see signs right away that will have deep meaning to you. Many people see white feathers to indicate that their angels are with them, or they may smell scents from their childhood that they connect with a family member. Signs require focused attention, so be awake to the possibilities. Don't mistake synchronistic events for mere coincidences at this time. They are a message especially designed for you. So again, don't discredit any weird thing that happens to pop up, a smell, a sound, something you see, because it's all messages to help confirm what it is that you're going after here. You might even see orbs of light, I feel like. So for your relationship message for the month of March, and again, these are all relationships, not just romantic ones, but they could also apply to that. We have Sunstone. And with card 55, and again, I feel like this is an important aspect for March. It's kind of an important aspect for a lot of people, I feel like, but for you guys, this has a lot to do with karmic ties. So let's see with this particular card. It is all about freedom, breaking through obstacles, the power to overcome limitations, knowing you can do it. Your past and your wounds do not have to keep you stuck in old patterns. You are free to end your current relationship, start a new one, or transform the partnership to be what you want it to be. While you can never control another person or determine every event or set of circumstances you will experience, you will always have the freedom of choice. This includes the freedom to stop and reconnect with the conscious universe, drawing on the loving support and wisdom that can help you make the best choices for you. There are no limits on love, no obstacles to receiving that which you hope to experience. Enjoy your freedom, knowing that you have a firm foundation in the love that the conscious universe has for you. So that's an interesting message. Again, you guys have complete and utter control over the situation. You have the choice to, go in the direction that you want, whatever you feel resonant with what it is you're experiencing and what you're going through right now. So interesting, specifically your relationship and romance or your romantic relationship message for the month of March. We have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. So I definitely feel like for you guys, that physical touch, that physical intimacy is extremely important. Touch and is a part of your love language, and I feel like you guys are a group who are like really craving more of that. You're craving more of that physical connection. And it may be the case for some of you who are in a current relationship that has died down, or it hasn't been happening very much to the level that you want. But again, you have the full choice to try to transform this relationship into what you need it to be, or you have to make the decision if you want to just move on. Again, communicate with your partner and see where you both stand in this way. I feel like for those of you who are single, there could be a lot of potential here. I feel like, really pay attention to the smell of wisteria. That is coming through. If you smell wisteria, that is a major sign for you. Also, the sound of rushing water. That has something to do, maybe somebody you're going to meet smells like that, and that's like, I don't know, I just keep getting the sense of past life connections coming up here in March for you. But I definitely feel like this is an opportunity here for some of you to, you're definitely going to maybe have a situation where you get a physical connection with somebody. Not necessarily, it could be the start of a new relationship, but it's definitely a start of something, a physical relationship, a physical connection with somebody. So sometimes a hug is exactly what is needed. Physical connection is important to humans. Hand-holding, kissing, embracing, back rubs, an arm around the shoulder, or a pat on the back are ways of expressing support, care, and encouragement, and more. Think about how good you feel when someone greets you with a warm hug or offers you a comforting hand. These small interactions can really help you with your day. Giving and receiving through touch helps to keep your heart open. Physical touch is immeasurably vital in creating a spiritual bond. The delicate force provided through touch helps build trust and understanding in your relationships. Physical touch can calm, console, and express much more than words. A woodsman kisses the hand of a statue and changes her from stone to flesh. Imagine how important this could be. Giving someone a hand, a squeeze, a high five, or a hug can change someone's entire day. So maybe you just need to give somebody a big hug. That physical encouragement in the month of March. So for your, there's so crazy the cards that are coming up, because they all have to do with like community and relationships. So because your prosperity message here is community for the month of March. So belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. Whenever you're in a community of like-minded others, there's a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. It's essential to ask, what can I contribute, rather than what can I get from this? Figure out a need and look to fill it. Something meaningful will manifest, even if what manifests is small. It is a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider. There's also another meaning of this card to consider. Don't try to be all things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it, and serve from a sense of authenticity. There's no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing you have purpose. So again, that goes back to that message of keep it simple. So if you feel like there's a need somewhere, maybe in your career area that's not being fulfilled, in your job, in your community, just fill it. Don't question it. Don't ask necessarily for permission unless you need permission for it, but just do it. And I think it's going to show something about your character and open some more opportunities for you. So next up for you guys, you have the grouse, which I don't think I've ever read this particular card, so I'm very curious about this one. So this is card 14, and it's all about, I am gross, the dancer of sacred dances. I am the spiral of life. I am the cortex of energy. I am the personal power that spins your reality. I am what you create through movement. I am the shaman's ally and the portal of spirit. I am in trance. and the ability to entrance. It's time to let go and release your storehouse of energy. Send it up and outward. Let it move through every part of your being. I am earth magic. I am ceremony. I am the heart of the medicine man. You have been drowned out by the material and the mundane. You have loosened your etheric ties. Step into a little personal ritual and wake up the gods. Wear a headdress. Bang the drums. Summon the ancients. Great things are awakened with movement. You are the power of instinct. You are reverberation. You are the energy of dance. You are growl. So again, that goes back to that energy of music I feel like is important. Some of you need to just get out there and move more. Just randomly dance around your house. Feel that rhythm and or go out and exercise, go for a run, go for a walk, whatever it is. And again, maybe, put some tunes in that is has this reverberating beat to it. I feel like there's something important about that. You really need to make sure that in March that you're getting movement in. You're getting a release from that. We also have here luck. So with a clear direction of what you want to achieve, you are summoning energies that bring you luck. So again, if you are in March and you have a very clear direction, you're keeping it simple, it's that is the point I want to go at, and that is what I'm going at. You're going to have a lot of good luck in March because of that. We also have the message of Stardust, premonition, galactic communications beginning and ending. So some of you are maybe a part of the starseed energy. You feel like a starseed, and you're going to meet more starseeds in your life who you're going to connect with. It's that star family. This card can signify a return to source, a sense of needing to rewrite the soul contract, changing and moving into a new stage of life, a new incarnation. In order to make sense of these feelings, you may need to be alone and in the dark to work something out. Receiving messages clearly and strongly, hesitant to act on them, waiting patiently for more information, seeking connection in the night sky. When we can see other constellations and galaxy and understand our own stardust self and origins. Thinking a great deal about off-Earth matters, about life in the universe, and wondering whether there are galactic beings connecting with you. Visions and dreams of these beings in off-world communities and civilizations. Light being connections, ascended master connections, clues as to what will happen, but lacking absolute clarity means you are feeling you must pin it down to follow your instincts. So again, you're going to be receiving a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of premonitions. Pay attention to your dreams. You may be what I'm trying to go at. You might even be seeing, I was talking about orbs of light earlier. You might even see orbs of light up in the sky in your dreams. Again, these are signs and synchronicities, not just from your angels and your guides, but also from this star family that is around you. Maybe some of you have a strong connection to or interest in the whole UFO community. A lot of that information, a lot of those theories. There's a lot of interesting reading to do there. You might feel a connection to all of that as well. You might have even had extraterrestrial encounters before. I feel like this is all possibilities here. So we also have the heron with patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So see, you need to be patient right now. Again, this is about your purpose as well. It's kind of similar to the last group in that regards, but not really. Again, finding a balance in things. A balance is super important for you guys here in the month of March. And just finding time to be alone, to be in yourself. Again, spend some time underneath the night sky, looking up at the stars, and see what you feel. It's going to bring a lot of healing for you because we have the singer of healing. So let's go ahead and see what its message is for you in particular, especially since it's in the upright. Let's see. So, with this particular card, healing of body, mind, and spirit. This is the healer's card, and its presence in a reading may speak of healing to be given or of healing to be received. The circumstances and process of reaching well-being may seem easy, or they may bring great challenges. And again, I was talking about how you guys need to make sure that you're getting enough movement in March. So again, exercise, healing, it's all goes hand in hand. In either case, we are asked to participate in our own healing as we are strengthened by this singer. More usually, the singer speaks of both giving and receiving because we cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. Healing is something that flows through us, not from us, and as such, we are inevitably affected by its passage. Drawing this card tells us both of a need and an opportunity for healing ourselves and perhaps others as well. As Warren, one of my teachers, said, healing is not something you do, it's something you are. So again, a lot of you guys are going to be doing a lot. You're receiving healing, karmic healing, and you're giving it to other people as well. So the final card we have here for you is Storm Angel. Collisions of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. So again, yeah, there might be some interesting conflicts happening. Some clashing, so to speak. So this is card 35. So there may be arguments, even angry situations and fights at the moment. Withheld energies are being freed as they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation as no one can lie when this angel is about her work. So again, that's part of justice, the truth coming out, justice being served, you getting justice for things that happened in the past. Any lies, deception, manipulation, and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective for you when the Storm Angel is about to speak truthfully and act in integrity. As all is about to become very transparent, and her fierce, bright light will reveal all that is hidden so it can be banished for good. So yeah, a lot of truth, a lot of, again, karmic things are going to come to fruition. It's going to be revealed, but it's going to free you in a lot of way. I feel like an important color for you guys is definitely purple for the month of March. So you might want to wear some purple, carry a purple stone with you, all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, I think that is everything that I'm seeing from this particular pile. And we had lightning, the imagery of lightning, I think, come up more than once. So pay attention to lightning. That might be another sign or synchronicity for you. So yes, again, if this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe, and turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Amazon wishlist, my Ko-fi, my Redbubble, my Instagram, because I definitely love to see you guys join my Instagram fam, because I'm always doing more tarot and art stuff over there. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces-Twin, all that info is, as always, in the description. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. For those of you who picked the 5th and final pile with this girl sticker here, go ahead and set her over there, and the Infinity Stone or light green serpentine, let's go ahead and see what is going on for you in the month of March. So for your overall theme for the month of March, wow, we got a doozy. We have the Death. So March is going to be all about transformation for you guys. Putting an end to things that are no longer serving you, stepping into a new beginning, rebirth, releasing the old. It might be kind of uncomfortable, but it's going to be for your betterment in the end. Let's get more information about this. So we also have the 10 of Cups. So this is going to allow you new beginnings in relationships, in your family. Again, I feel like this is releasing, I'm getting the sense of releasing maybe some feelings and some emotions that you had about your family and kind of your past growing up. Finally releasing that and coming to peace with it so that you can move forward into a new beginning. Maybe there was something about parrots in your childhood. Maybe you had a pet parrot. Maybe you lived somewhere where there were a lot of parrots. We also have the 3 of Swords. See, it's that heartache, that something that made you very uncomfortable in the past, that hurt your heart a lot, and just finally releasing it. I feel like you've kind of, it's like the power of 3 is coming up, and it's like you've learned that you've gone through these cycles. I'm getting the sense it's like you've been through, what is it? You know, the maiden, the mother, the crone. Right now is kind of this final croning moment right before you're going to start a new cycle. And we have the 3 of Wands. So yeah, moving forward, and look, how crazy is that? What was I just saying? And look, we have 3 people in this image right here. Let me hold this up. So it's like we have the 3 of Swords and we have the 3 of Wands. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 might be super significant for you guys. But look at the imagery. We have 3 of all of these, and it's 3, figures. It's the maiden, the mother, the crone. And you're seeing new horizons now. You're moving forward. You're releasing what is no longer serving you, as I've already said. I feel like the imagery here in this particular card is going to really resonate and really stand out to a lot of people, because it is for me. There's something about this landscape, or maybe like this water fixture, that is significant to you guys, or at least maybe just one of you. I'm also getting the sense of trains, of railways for some reason. The sound of a train. I don't know how that's significant, but I am. Mountains, especially snowy mountains. But then like kind of the opposite with the like this tropical landscape. Somewhere where it's like there's more heat, there's more warmth, but there's still those mountains potentially. I'm also picking up on the colors here. There's a lot of blue and a lot of yellow. So a lot about your communication and your personal power. Even here, look at that. It's blue and yellow. So we have the aspen here with shed the old in the reverse. So wow, a lot of this is just kind of lining up. Let's go ahead and, as always, I need to rearrange these. So in the reverse, you are hanging on to the past and refusing to move on. The signs have been all around you. You have heard this message in a variety of ways and from a variety of people, but you either have not paid attention or you did not give it credence. Fear and doubt always restrict growth and fulfillment. Do not become complacent where you are. Life changes and so must you. Face your fears and doubts and act with determination, and you will find the ability to overcome all odds. So again, some of you are resisting this change. You're resisting this death moment. And you just need to just accept it and let it wash over you, and just release it, because you're going to feel so much better afterwards. And again, it's going to set you up, because I feel like some of you, your kind of your path here, or maybe you're already in this, where it's like you really want to build a strong and long-lasting family, however that resonates for you. But there's just things that you're holding on to from the past that is making that difficult to come to fruition. Let's see. We also have this card here. Bring it up. So I can no longer stand by as these let's see if I can say this word. Dog infiltrators rot the church from within. Even the Laurent Council is compromised. What a fool I've been. See, what a fool I've been. You know what's been rotting for a while now, what's been eating away at you. You just need to kind of just let it go. Sacrifice yourself to it. Yeah. Again, cancel it. Next, put an end to it. It's like, put an end to what's been blocking you and just release it. Again, we have this kind of same kind of landscape coming through. So that's going to stand out for some of you. Yeah, I feel like whatever it is you can no longer stand for this. You just have to put an end to it. It's time to release. We have dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. Again, you're not going to find what it is you truly want unless you dive deeper and come to face this uncomfortable truth, or this uncomfortable situation that you've been through from your past, and put an end to it. We also have improving health. So again, your health might be a big aspect to this. This is coming up for a couple other piles as well, needing to make sure that you're working on your health in March. The angels want you to know that the health of the person you asked about is going to improve. You can request the assistance of Archangel Raphael and your guardian angels to speed along the recovery. This card may also be urging you to make more healthful choices in your life. If you're feeling called to detox from harmful foods or substances, you should follow that guidance. Removing unhealthy practices from your life will make you feel vibrant and strong. So again, your whole theme for March is detoxing. Detoxing. So for your relationship messages, and this is not just romantic relationships, it's all relationships in your life for March, we have Adrian. We have this particular crystal that I can't pronounce correctly. Don't hate me. But it's about integrity, solidarity, impeccability, reliability, and consistency. Do you struggle with trusting others? You need to trust yourself first. A Ciarran spirit is calling you to be confident, for you deserve to trust yourself, trust the universe, and be true to yourself. Your strength and integrity will inspire others to show up as strong and reliable too. So be impeccable with your words. Consistently assert the values you hold dear and your right to be your unique self, for there can be no well-being when you're denying your truth. Be a beacon of integrity and you will draw to you others who appreciate you. So again, you really need to stand in your power and who it is that you are. And again, just step forward. I feel like, especially with this next card here, because this card is in relation to your romantic relationships in March, we have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. I feel like some of you who are already in relationships, you have a very loving and supportive partner, and they see you struggling through this. Because again, it's whatever this is, the situation, it's coming up again right now. Because again, we have Mercury retrograde working with us, and it's really hitting you hard. But they can see that you're kind of being proud, I guess, in a way, and like not asking for help and kind of suffering in silence. And it's just like they want you to reach out and ask for support. I also feel like a lot of what affects your relationship stems from potentially a relationship with a parent figure. For some of you, it's your father. For some of you, maybe it's not your father. And that has affected your relationships in some way. But again, you can ask for help. You can ask for guidance. I feel like for some of you who are not romantically involved, maybe there are helpful people who will come in to help you in that way. There's so much support available to you. You only need to ask for help and you will receive it. Let go of fear and pride. And see, there we go with the fear, the pride, the self-doubt. You guys just need to release all of that, as they do not benefit you nor give you what you desire. Perhaps you feel inundated by challenge. Take a minute to think about what you need support with. Evaluating your feelings will enable you to effectively communicate what you want. Asking for help may seem scary and you may feel vulnerable. There are plenty of people who would love to be there for you. It's not demeaning to ask for help. Strength comes from the ability to recognize your personal needs. Release any feelings about being a burden to others. People love to help others, and it really is helpful and smart to ask for help. So I feel like some of you have a strong issue with asking for help because in your childhood, you might have felt like a burden to others in whatever context that resonates in. And so that's why you kind of, again, you do this thing where you suffer in silence. A beautiful mermaid sits at the knee of a wise and loving old man. You may recognize the love she feels as he supports the mermaid's needs. The yellow reflecting off the water and the mermaid's hair are calling you to expand your self-awareness. It's important to know when extra help is needed. Again, your colors for March are blue and yellow. Really pay attention. It's like the Swedish flag. Pay attention to those colors. Maybe wear those colors. So for your prosperity message, kind of in relation to your career, we have flexible. So again, you need to be more flexible. You need to, I also feel like this is kind of applying to that health message. Maybe some of you need to do more yoga. You need to, again, stretch more. Let's see. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. So even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it will look like, who will share in it, and what will then be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself, this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little. Enjoy the miraculous results. So again, whatever it is that you have like this vision, you need to be more flexible about it and just be more willing to like, you put it out there to the universe, and then you're like, you also let the universe know that, hey, I would love this, but if you are presenting something better for me, then I will accept it. I will be open to that. Oh, wow. And the next card we have is the wren, which is a super significant and super powerful bird here, especially in like Druid and Celtic traditions. It's like it's the king of the birds, essentially. I also love wrens. They're super, they got such a great song about them and energy. They're always kind of excited. They're, moving from every direction. And they're also just adorable when it comes to their families. They feel like very loving and family kind of oriented birds. I haven't read, because I think, what do I remember reading? Because we've had around where I live and at the house, we've had so many wren nests in really awkward places where it's like, we can't move this now because the wrens are nested here. But it's such a joy to watch them because it's just adorable. And I want to say that both parents take turns, either in like the feeding process or the nesting process. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but they're just really great birds. I'm going to go off a tangent on birds. Sorry. I'll get to the card now. But with the wren, I am Wren, the active spirit and giving heart. I am poetic inspiration. I am the energy of life and the utilization of everything this earth yields. I waste no time. I squander no resource. I am life lived to its fullest. I am the bold use of both agility and wit. You have encountered a need to stay alert. You have reason to make things move quickly now. I am your reminder that you have put things into motion and so must maintain momentum. Expand your circle and utilize those around you for help, asking for help. You may find others an asset to your accomplishments. I'm the determination to follow the path that lay ahead. Trust the tug of your spirit and carry onward. You are lighthearted in the face of hard work. You are joyous aspiration. You are stamina. You are Wren. So again, that message of asking for help. There's people who want to help you. Oh, wow. And you guys got 3 of these cards, actually. So that's pretty wild. So you have patience. Did you guys have a patience card? I'm trying to remember. Maybe that was last group. Nurture the seeds of patience and reap the rewards of personal achievement. So be patient with yourself. Beauty. When beauty is felt from within, your gorgeousness will glow. Again, you are beautiful. You are desired. Don't let the things that you experienced in the past make you feel any less than that. We also have euphoria. Euphoria is a cosmic connection to the magic within and around you. Be euphoric. I feel like it's this Wren energy. You really need to embrace that energy because it's really going to help you. They are kind of like, they're just happy birds. I don't know. That's just what I get from them. So next card we have is the Grail Fairy. Fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. Okay, that's crazy. We've had the improving health. We've had the health message come up like 3 times now. Life cycles, that's the death and rebirth. I also feel like with that message of fertility, maybe that's a part of what this is. Some of you have been really struggling to conceive. For some of you to have a child, and because you want to grow this family in this kind of context, and I feel like there's been challenges there, a lot of challenges, and I feel like it's not, it could be like an actual physical health issue that's causing that. If it is, definitely go and seek professional help and go talk to a doctor, see what's going on. But I feel like it's more than that. Honestly, I feel like it's a spiritual block that is stopping the fertility from happening. Again, that could be literal birth, pregnancy kind of fertility, or whether you're male or female, or it's the fertility of whatever ideas or projects you want. Again, it's like it's all stemming from a mental, spiritual block that is something about, again, your past, your childhood maybe, that is stopping this from happening. You have to clear out this block, and then everything else will follow suit. You clear out this block and the health issues will stop. I feel it's not necessarily like again, I have like a disclaimer at the bottom of every single one of my videos where it's like, ask for professional help, seek out a doctor if you're, you get what I mean? But I'm saying, like, I feel like a big source of the issue of why maybe you have certain health issues or why you can't, conceive, or you're not getting ideas, you're not feeling creative or whatever it is because of this major thing from the past that you have just not released. You got to go through the death moment. You've been avoiding it for way too long. But let's go ahead and actually read the card and see what it has to say in addition. That's just my long-winded thing I was getting off that card. So if it resonates, it resonates. If not, that's perfectly fine. So Womb able to bring forth and nurture new life. The feminine sacred magic of bringing forth babies. Flow of feminine energy and moon cycles. Blossoming, birth, serenity, female beauty, and you had the beauty card. The taking of sacred waters. The first and second phases of the triple goddess. The maiden and mother. Every birth is a new life, a new chance. Princess of nature, mother as sacred. Experience the wisdom of your senses. Coming back into the wonder and knowledge of your sacred body. That's why the health is coming up so much. It's like, it's not just about, oh, I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be, whatever. It's about connecting to your body on a deeper level. Understanding the signs and the way your body works and how it feels. We're what is this saying? We're spiritual beings in, a 3D body or whatever. It's like, yeah, the body, this is temporary. This is a temporary thing, but just because it's a temporary thing doesn't mean that you should abuse it. It's your sacred container for this moment of your spirit. And so we're here, we're experiencing this for a reason. So that's why the health thing is so important, because you want to have it its most optimum in like good state so that you can really feel everything you're meant to feel while in this state, in this plane, on this planet, in this 3D kind of thing. You catch my drift? Anyway, sacred body, mergings of selves to create something new, acceptance and delight and love of emotion, babies, new life, flow from stasis, drink more pure water, waters of fertility, allow healing tears to flow, red and white springs of Avalon, lords and sacred wells, rivers, ponds, and bodies of water, and being watched over by Fae, and will assist you in becoming fertile, both literally and metaphysically. Again, see, that's exactly what I was sensing. And it was talking about flow, rivers. Look at that imagery here on this particular card that I pointed out. I also feel like, obviously, drink more water. Also, make sure that you're drinking water that doesn't have a bunch of fluoride in it. Do your research, but really, it's like us as, beings after a certain point, we really don't need fluoride at all. Fluoride actually calcifies your pituitary gland. I hope I said the right gland. It's the gland in your brain that looks like the eye, which is like where a lot of our psychic abilities come from. It's an important gland. It secretes a lot of important stuff. I know I sound like totally stupid right now as I'm saying this, but you just go and do your research. Point being, it's like fluoride calcifies that gland and stops it from being as active and working as well as it should. Fluoride also, really, the fluoride that you have in toothpaste and they put in water, it's all a byproduct chemical kind of thing from the aluminum industry, if I remember correct. It's not even the correct fluoride, if you are to consume fluoride, that you're supposed to. So again, just do your research. Make sure that you're drinking correct water, purified water. Maybe make some moon water and drink that with, putting positive intention to it. Also work with the moon cycles, work with your feminine energy, divine energy in that way. Also ask the Fae if you feel connected to the Fae at all. And I think, you guys are the Ren group, so you might feel a connection to the Fae in that way. You should call on them to help you and work with them a little bit more. Just be mindful, because fairies are not always these cute, adorable, like, oh, I'm Tinkerbell kind of things. They can be scary. They can be major tricksters and fuck shit up, okay, if you're not careful. Just saying. They're chaotic. They are wild. Respect it. So, anyway, next card we have here is the Lion with higher calling. You have within you the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Again, those people around you, there's people who really want to help you and really love and care about you. You just have to reach out for them. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. I feel like a lot of you are just such a family-oriented group. That's so important to you. And again, family in the context of not just like blood family, of family you create in like a blood sense, but also the family you create in a friendship sense. The next card we have here, speaking of fairies, we have card 47, the Oak Men. The Oak Men. I think that's what that says. The writing on these are a little tricky to read sometimes, but I still love these cards. I love the artwork. So, 47. So with this one, it is, the Oakman. Strength, ancient wisdom, and depth. So the message here is, this card depicts the strength and wisdom of age. It also reminds us that we need to know what is truly there to be seen, cannot be discovered by superficial glance and hasty reaction. In a reading, the Oakmen tell us to look slowly and deeply into the heart of the matter and see past the physicalities of the surface. Consider the history of the situation in depth and learn from the past. Consult others with more experience than you have. Learn from the wisdom of the elders. And you had that mermaid card about asking for help, and it's a younger mermaid talking to an older merman. So that just resonates even more. Learn from the wisdom of the elders, both those available to you personally and those you encounter in books and elsewhere. In this I just got a picture of Gandalf. I don't know why. Gandalf might be a source of good inspiration from you. In this matter, it would be wise to make your decisions after more pondering and study of the situation. Consider motivations in depth. Take action only after thorough deliberation. The Oakmen tell us that haste may be, at this moment, our worst enemy. They also suggest that we might learn a lot from trees. Consider the trees and their wisdom. Connect with a wise old one and ask for help. And that is so crazy that it's saying that about the trees, because your card here was an aspen, and that's a type of tree. So yeah, working with that tree energy, maybe specifically the aspen, maybe, making a wand out of aspen wood, or I don't know, just getting a piece of aspen or aspen leaves. I don't know. You figure it out. But point being that might be working with the trees could be very significant for you. So, and again, you have a lot of fairy kind of cards coming out, because our last card here is the dried flower fairy. Sweet memories. So this is card 11. And let's see. So her message to you guys is, you may soon be experiencing little reminders of some of the sweetest, most fun and uplifting times in your life. The kind that have no great significance historically, but in the story that is your life, they are pivotal moments. It could be seeing a rainbow, a star shining bright, or a photograph of your father holding you closely in his arms, or receiving the knowledge and sudden realization that something you did made a large and meaningful difference to someone else's life. You have so many jewels. It's time to shift through the precious moments in memory, and by honoring these and feeling them again, change the present for the better. The magic of your sweetest memories will be worked into the present moment, and your current struggle will be momentarily relieved, and that transcendent feeling of being one with all that will return, giving you the strength to go on and do what must be done. So again, in this process, and she has butterfly wings, that's transformation as well. It's like, you can't just focus all on the bad memories. It wasn't all just bad memories. You had these moments that made these sweet memories. And again, they don't have to necessarily be involved with somebody else. It could be no big, actual event. It could have just been one tiny thing, feeling the wind in your hair on one day. Like maybe you were feeling sad and you saw a rainbow, and it uplifted you, or just somebody said something nice to you this one time and it just did something. Or maybe you did that for somebody else and it just completely changed their perspective. It just feels like, even if like the bad, you have to work through the uncomfortable bad, there's going to be good that you're going to remember as well. And it's going to help get you through that as well. So really, I feel like this was a very uplifting, even though there is a lot of challenge here, a lot of work that needs to be done in this regard, it's still an uplifting message overall. And I feel like it's going to all work out. You kind of need this reassurance, and you really need to learn how to let other people help you. That is a big thing. You need to learn how to ask for help. It's not a burden. If they love you, if they care about you, then it's not a burden for them. They want to help you, is what I'm getting here. So with that said, that is everything I'm getting in this particular reading. So if this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future videos. And if you'd like to help and support the channel in any way, there's going to be links to my Amazon wishlist, my Ko-fi, my Redbubble, my Instagram, because I would definitely love to see you guys over there on my Instagram. Because I'm always doing more tarot and art related stuff over there. So, and of course, if you would always at any time like to book a private reading with me or me and my Pisces twin, that info always down in the description. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.